Good morning to one and all. In this video lecture series, we will discuss about the various components of thermal power plant. Already we have discussed about the rods, stokers, different types of components. Now we are going to discuss about the pulverizers in the thermal power plant. What is pulverizer? Pulverizing mills called pulverizer, which are used to convert the crushed coal particles into fine dust particles. It is of various different types. First, some of them are attrition mills. The attrition mills can be divided into ball and race mill, bowl mill, and then the impact mills, ball mill, hammer mill. This is the 2D diagram of the ball and race mill. This is a 2D diagram. A ball and race mill, also called as the contact mill. It consists of mainly two elements, which have the rolling action with respect to each other. The rolling elements can be maybe balls or ring-shaped rolls that roll between two races in the manner of the ball bearing. The balls are between a top stationary race or ring and a rotating bottom ring, which is driven by the vertical shaft of the pulverizer. The coal is supplied through the rotating table. This is the rotating table through which the coal is supplied. At the upper right to fall on the inner side of the races. The moving balls and races catches the coal between them to crush it to the powder. This is the rotating table. With the help of it, this is the rear coal field. While the coal means the grinding mechanism takes place and the coal get into the fine coal particles. Springboard down the upper stationary race and adjust the force needed for crushing. Hot air is supplied to the mill to the annular space surrounding the races by a forced draught fan. The powdered coal is picked up by the air and the coal air enters the classifiers where sharp changes in the direction of the mixture throughout the oversized coal particles. The oversized particles are returned for further grinding in the mill. The coal air mixture from the classifier moves to the exhauster fan and then it is supplied to the burners. Next, most important is the bowl mill. Here, the raw coal particles entered into the hooper. It consists of the rotating bowl, which is held with the help of the spring, and also it is activated with the help of motor. While the motor rotates, the rotating bowl rotates and the coal particles get crushed. It consists of stationary rollers mounted on an electrically driven rotating bowl. Coal fed through the hopper gets pulverized by attrition as it passes between the sides of the rollers and bowl. Hot primary air introduced into the pulverizer through the bottom of the bowl carries off coal dust into the centrally located classifier fitted at the top. Coarse particles drop back into the bowl through the center cone of the classifier, while the fine coal dust air mixture is led away by the burner. This is the 2D image of the rotating drum, which is held with the help of the screw conveyor for coal. The raw coal which is entered and with the help of the bowl, the coal particles get crushed and it is pulverized with the help of the rotating drum. Next one is the impact or hammer mill. Air and this is the raw coal inlet, shaft, casing, swing hammers, hot primary inlet. While the hammer rotates, the raw coal gets crushed and the fine coal particles gets into the outside surface. It is known as an impact mill as pulverization takes place due to impact force of the hammer. Rotating hammers with the circumferential speed of 50 to 60 meter per second strike the fuel lumps and crush them into smaller pieces which get pulverized by the abrasion in gap between hammers and casing. The primary air fans reduce air through the pulverizer, a flow of air that lifts the coal dust. The airborne fuel dust is subjected to the centrifugal dust separator to throw the oversized particles back into the grinding section, while the finely divided fuel particles suspended primary air are discharged to the centrally located dust. Thank you. As we had already summary, in this we had already discussed about what is the pulverizers and what are the various different types of attrition mills. The attrition mill is divided into ball and race mill, bowl mill, whereas in the case of impact mill, it is divided into ball mill, hammer mill, etc. Thank you.